and we are now live for a Shed Sunday session, although it's Saturday because tomorrow is Mother's Day, so might not get the opportunity to film one. I'm also just trying a new camera setup at the minute, so hopefully this one will go live on YouTube tomorrow on Sunday. So yeah, it's been a while since we've been in here. A couple of things, really just a wee chat. Things are starting to pick up again for us at work. Working in an outdoor pursuit centre, seasonally winter is quite quiet. Though this year we got absolutely hammered by the flooding. So we're just coming out of the flooding now. Groups are coming back to the centre, and we've got a load of new staff coming in. So we've been doing a lot of training with the new guys. So it's been great to get back outside and just getting back into the swing of things. So with that in mind, I'm finding myself outdoors more, out of the office, and just getting out and being active. So something I wanted to chat about today is EDC, everyday carry. Now, with this in mind, this is what I'm using on a daily basis, working at an outdoor centre, but some of it can be, transferable to, your everyday. But one big caveat is when I'm at work, 99% of the time, I'm wearing trousers, I'm wearing shorts, but they are of a sort of cargo style. And this big side pocket is a godsend, because that is what is carrying the majority of my kit. When I'm at home, when I'm not working, it's kind of, in the jeans, what can go in the front pocket. With that in mind, whatever it is, I will have a little Swiss Army knife. So there's two that I favour at the minute. I believe, I don't know what this model is. It's not the Climber. The one I use more often at work is Hiker. This one I need to look in, but what I find I make the most use out of, bizarrely, is this saw. You can see I had that out today, right in the woods with the Littlest, and we made a swing, and I needed to cut a branch to give them a little handle. So the saw and a blade. That is if I've got them, I can do 99% the task that I'm after. Some of you will have seen the modification of the can opener. This section of the can opener is underutilized, so what I have done is ground it down so that you can actually strike a ferro rod off of that. And I know a ferro rod, I carry one on a daily basis. It's always on there. So this is my EDC standard. Okay, when I'm at work, I've got the cargo trousers on. What I also tend to have with me is lighter. Now, loads of folks are a fan of the Bics. Brilliant bit of kit, nice and cheap. I treat myself, well, my wife treated me at Christmas, got herself a little Zippo. Windproof flame. It's been used quite often now. Worked absolute treat out in the Arctic, where the gas, the propane, doesn't work that well in the low temperatures, but the petrol or the paraffin lighters, brilliant bits of kit. So what are we carrying? What are we carrying in the pocket as the EDC? So the main frame of this is the Helikon-tex micro med kit, I believe it's called. Now, as a outdoor instructor, I've always got a full first aid kit relevant to the activity I'm doing. It's either in the boat or it's in the rucksack if I'm out at the crag or on the hill. Since having the boys, this concept of an ouch pouch really came to the fore. They're tripping over, they're skinning knees, they're doing stuff all the time. So just having some wipes and some plasters is great to have on hand. It just, a quick boo-boo fix and we're sorted. That's where this started. We've then, sorry, I'm just looking into the camera there. Oh, okay, now you get the glare, but at least you can see my face. So the ouch pouch has evolved over time, and we'll just chat through a few of the bits that have gone in there. But the key thing is it's pocket size. Okay, it's not overly bulky. We might be able to neaten that up a little bit more, but this is a great wee kit. So let's talk through what we've got there. So we mentioned the Helikon-tex micro first aid kit, Velcro closure. So when we open that up, two bits come apart. So we'll look at what we've got here first of all. I used to carry tough cut shears, the type that you find in first aid kits, blunt nose that can sort of slide up, really good. I mean, they'll cut through most things, but they were a little bit bulky. The guys at Outdoor Professional Products stock this little beauty. It's a little set of shears, not as tough, not as doesn't cover as many bases as the tough cut shears, but for what I'm doing on a day-to-day, snipping cable ties, cutting paracord, it'll go through material. Great for the task. Also, you've seen a couple of videos, the back edge there on a ferro rod does an absolute treat. And I note ferro rods, this is just an old one I've had kicking around for ages, but it's self-enclosed in this little alloy tube. I think it's an Anglo Arms, but as a tiny little package. I've occasionally used this to batten the back of the knife. It has a fair bit of weight behind it. Potentially as a priest on the pheasants might do the job. Not that I've tried it, but that could work. And a little sharpening stone. This is the Lansky little sharpening stone. Comes in a lovely leather pouch, which we can use to strop. But also inside there, so we've got the sharpening stone, which has ridges for hooks, as well as a flat edge. But inside there, a little Allen key and a Phillips or sort of crosshead screwdriver in there. I think we used to keep a little cable tie tucked away in there, but I think I actually used that. It worked last week. So this as one little kit slides inside the micro first aid kit. But what is in the kit itself? Olight pen mini, little ballpoint pen, but it also this funky little bolt action, but it pops a little nib. There's a little pencil nib that pops out the top there. But good little sturdy pen. Also have a little IKEA type pencil. This one is actually a piece of fat wood made into a pencil, so firelighting potentials in there. And then we come to the ouch pouch itself. What we got? We've got the standard. We've got some wipes, a couple of wipes. We've got some burn gel. Do a lot around fires with groups. Also, what we got there? More wipes. So a little credit card cut down there with some electrical tape. On and off the water. Whack a plaster on. Doesn't hold that well. Couple of wraps of electrical tape, and that'll keep it relatively waterproof and in place whilst we're out and about. Cable tie, stash of plasters, so individualized size, and then a strip plaster, so those shears come in dead handy when cutting the plaster size. And final pouch, we've got some wax card for firelighting and a little ranger band, bit of inner tube in there. So it's surprising what you can fit into one of these. When you get them from Helikon-tex, they don't have any kit in them, so you do have to add your own bits to it. But nipping up to the supermarket, assorted size plasters, very quickly you can start that ouch pouch element of it. And like I did, this has just grown over time, little bits and pieces that I find that I'm using fairly regularly on, well, on a day-to-day workplace basis. And it's great to know that I've just got them tucked away in my pocket should I need them, or when I need them rather. So just a little insight into what sort of my day to day is. It'd be great to see if you guys are carrying something similar, what elements you're like, yeah, I must have to have that with me. Things that you think might be redundant, actually. Kit. To be honest, I've carried that burn gel for a while now. Have I ever had to use it? No, but so a lot of the time I want to use it is when I'm not carrying it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that little insight. Some little sort of tips and tricks, credit cards with tape on. Yeah, hope you're enjoying your weekend. Stay safe, get outside, and yeah, look forward to chatting to you all soon. Cheers.